stands for you and your health this morning, offering safe options for getting rid of unwanted or expired drugs you might have in your medicine cabinet.
Now, according to data from the IMS Institute for Healthcare Informatics, Americans fill about 4 billion prescriptions and spend over 17 billion on over-the-counter drugs each year. But up to 40% of those medications go unused, leading to a growing problem: how to dispose of so many drugs.
I know there's a procedure for getting rid of them, and I'm afraid a lot of people don't pay attention to that.
Do you know what your strength of your thyroid medication is? Like many, Dolly Brown takes a couple prescription medications and occasionally an over-the-counter pain reliever. But drugs expire and prescriptions change, and then you're left with all this unused medication. So, what's the right way to get rid of it? Some prescriptions have specific disposal instructions on the label, or with the prescription when you pick it up, or on that tiny print included on the patient information sheet inside the packaging.
Especially if something's been in the cupboard for a while, I'll check it and then I'll throw it away. But as I say, usually I'll flush it down the toilet. You're not supposed to leave them around, I don't think. So I don't really know the procedure.
Common thinking is it's best to flush unused medications down the drain to avoid them getting into the hands of a child or pet. But hold on a minute.
The best thing that people can do at home is to not flush pharmaceuticals and other drugs down the drain.
Recent environmental concerns question if the flushing of certain medications leads to drug levels in drinking water supplies.
It's hard to say whether they're all being removed. I mean, we're talking parts per billion, maybe even parts per trillion that's coming in our waste streams.
CVWD reassures us their wastewater is treated to a level suitable for irrigation, and it does not return to the drinking water system.
If you live in CVWD's boundaries, all the water that leaves your home from a toilet or a sink or a shower comes to a wastewater treatment plant. Unfortunately, these treatment plants aren't designed to remove pharmaceuticals from the water, so it's best if people at home can just put it in the trash instead of flushing it down the toilet.
There are no laws forbidding throwing medications in the trash, but there is a right way to do it. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration suggests, first, mixing unused medications with a substance like coffee grounds or cat litter, but don't crush the pills. Second, place mixture in a container like a sealed plastic bag. And finally, throw container in the household trash. And there are options if you don't want to do it yourself. The Palm Desert Sheriff's Station accepts unwanted drugs every Tuesday through Thursday between 8 and noon and 1 and 3. Rancho Mirage has a drop box at City Hall for non-controlled medicines, but only for pills and capsules, and only for Rancho Mirage residents. You can also purchase Sharp's takeaway envelopes that includes a prepaid envelope that you simply send unused medications back in, and they'll take care of them for you. They're available at CVS, Kaiser Permanente in Palm Desert, and Costco Palm Desert. And one more thing, before you throw away a prescription label, be sure to scratch off any personal information or just completely rip the label off. And that was the big tip that I picked up from doing that. I had always recycled the right way. I have pharmacists in my family, and that's one thing you can always do is ask the pharmacist if you don't know what to do. But ripping the label off the prescription, it's a great way to avoid any identity theft.
Yeah, it certainly is a good recommendation there. Also coming up